Hello, my amazing viewers. I appreciate you wherever you are joining me from. Those of you who are joining me from all the part of the world, from Asia, America, Europe, Australia, I appreciate you wherever you are coming from. Thank you so much for joining me wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video, so you can be among the first to receive it. Do not shake. Remember, I will always bring you information on things that are going around the world. Africa, Nigeria to be precise. Today, once again, I bring you information on things that are going around in Nigeria, more especially things that has to do with the southeast. I'm talking about the southeast because I am from the southeast of Nigeria, which is the Biafra land. I am a Biafran. It doesn't matter what anybody says, it doesn't matter what you think. I am a Biafran, and I wish you will have a nation that you'll be proud of also. Today, I bring you information on things happening in Nigeria because Nigeria has everything to do with Biafra. Nigeria is occupying the Biafran land as of now. Biafra is in occupation, and we are hoping and expecting that very soon we will have a land that we'll be proud of, a place we call our home. And today, we're going to talk about the situation of the insecurity in Nigeria. Recently, we had an information that came out, a very nice one, a wonderful one. This has not happened for a very long time, I believe. Since Nigeria was created, this very kind of information has never come out. We heard that the southern governors had a meeting. They were speaking with one voice. For the first time in history, the southern governors have never been in one. Only the northerners that identify us as south, but we don't identify ourselves as southerners. But finally, they have come back to their senses. The governors have come back to their senses. The governor from the southwest, the southeast, and the so-called south-south. They came together to speak in one voice as the southern governors. This is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have been crying for. This is what most of us have been crying for. We have been asking the Southerners to come together and speak in a voice, because they are the major people in that country. They have the best solution. They have the greatest population, and they are the ones that are holding the country together. That they should come and speak in one voice and demand for a change if they really want a change. This call has been made for a very long time by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody seems to be listening. Most of us who are online have been calling on this kind of movement. No one has listened. But finally, thank God, we woke up to see that the southern governors have come together to speak in one voice. They come and issue a communique among them and gave some really good instructions on what has to happen in Nigeria and the steps forward for that so-called country called Nigeria. Nigeria is a contraption that is not going to work. It is not going to work. It's been a long time that the Northerners have been controlling the affairs of things happening in Nigeria. The Fulani oligarchy are controlling what is happening in Nigeria. Not even the Hausas. They decide to hold the Northerners into captive. The Northerners speak the voice of the Fulani, and they speak whatever the Fulani wants. And the Southerners have been quiet because they have been divided. The Fulanis have been using the divide and rule system to rule the South. South could not have the mouth to speak. But finally, they have found their voice. They came together and they issued some very important words that we have to hear. I will play the video for you and show you some information that you have to hear for yourself and see what they have discussed within themselves. It's a good news. It's a good news. And I believe from here, we are heading somewhere. Very soon, very, very soon, there will be a very great demarcation between the good and evil. And what we are asking for, a nation we can be proud of, will surely emerge. Let us listen to what the southern governors had to say.
Let us start by appreciating all of you, gentlemen of the press. I know you have been here since morning with us. We thank you for your presence and look forward to adequate coverage of this meeting. This is the communique issued at the conclusion of the meeting of the governors of Southern Nigeria in the government house, Asaba, Delta State, today, Tuesday, 11 May 2021. At its meeting held today, the Southern Governors Forum reviewed the situation in the nation generally and focus on the current security situation, agitation and restructuring, prospered for interstate collaboration and partnership, as well as on the incidence of COVID-19 pandemic. Rising from the meeting, the forum agreed as follows. The forum affirmed that the peoples of Southern Nigeria remain committed to the unity of Nigeria on the basis of justice, fairness, equity, and oneness, and peaceful coexistence between and among its people, with a focus on the attainment of shared goals for economic development and prosperity. 2, the forum observed that the incursion of armed herders, criminals, and bandits into the southern part of the country has presented a severe security challenge, such that citizens are not able to live their normal lives, including pursuing various productive activities, leading to a threat to food supply and general security. Consequently, the meeting resolved that open grazing of cattle be banned across southern Nigeria. 3, the meeting noted that development and population growth has put pressure on available land and increased the prospect of conflict between migrant herders and local population in the south. Given this scenario, it becomes imperative to enforce the ban on open grazing in the south, including cattle movement to south by foot. The meeting recommended that the federal government should support willing states to develop alternative and modern livestock management system. 5, the meeting agreed that the progress of the nation requires that urgent and bold steps be taken to restructure the Nigerian Federation, leading to the evolution of state police, review of revenue formula in favor of subnationals, and creation of other institutions which legitimately advance our commitment to and practice of true federalism. The meeting recommended that in view of the widespread agitation among our various peoples for greater inclusiveness in existing governance arrangement, the federal government should convoke a national dialogue as a matter of urgency. The meeting recommended that in defense of the sensitiveness or in deference to the sensitiveness of our various peoples, there is need to review appointment into federal government agencies, including security agencies, to reflect federal character as Nigeria's overall population is heterogeneous. 8, the meeting resolved to foster cooperation among southern states. 9, the meeting expressed concern on the continued gridlock on the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway and the chokehold it has exerted on the nation's economy, being the sole outlet from Apapa Wharf. The meeting therefore recommended the activation and establishment of ports in other states of the Federation to create new jobs and promote socio-economic activities in the country. The meeting expressed concern on the economic implication of another lockdown on the country and therefore suggested greater coordination and cooperation between federal and state government in involving strategies for dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. The meeting expressed grave concern on the security challenge currently plaguing the nation and strongly urged Mr. President should address Nigerians on the challenges of insecurity and restore the confidence of our people. And lastly, the meeting expressed gratitude to our host, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, for his generosity and hospitality. Thank you.
Well, you can agree with me that they had a point. They made a good point. They made a point. But it is unfortunate that in some cases they are still hoping that the federal government will give them order or go ahead on what they want to do. You don't need such order. The Northerners have been holding their own meetings. You see, the Northern governors, they come out, most times they come to hold their meetings. They issue a communique and the government approves it. They don't even need approval of the government. They just come together and take a decision. And when they take a decision, they hold their decision and stand on it and carry it out. And the federal government has nothing to say. It supports it. I see no reason why they shouldn't support what the Southern governors are saying. I see no reason why they should come against the Southern governor. But it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that what has happened after the communique is what we expected. It's unexpected, because the Fulanis have always hoped that they are in control of the country and they will tell us what to do. They've always believed that they know the best and they know what to do and they can control anybody. They think that we are slaves to them. But it is no longer going to work that way. It is unfortunate that after this very meeting was held, some Fulani elites, or what we call them, came out to begin to issue some threats, saying that why should the Southern governors hold meeting without telling them? Why should Southern governors hold meeting without letting them into the meeting? That the Southern governor has no right to meet to discuss any issue or take any decision on things that happen in the states. So sad. So sad. Watch the video for yourself and see what someone who calls himself the Fulani elite is saying. Watch the arrogance. Watch the impetus. Watch the pride in him. He has the God to come out and talk boldly to Southerners and spit on their face. Let's watch. The war has started. It has started. This is just the beginning. And thank God that the Southern governors have gotten their senses and it can never be the same anymore. Let's hear what the Fulani has to say.
Whatever you do for me without me is against me. Ask all those, whatever, 13, 15 governors that met in that hotel. Was there any of the Fulani leaders consulted? Any of the Fulani leaders consulted? So they are there making laws for people that they have not consulted. This is a problem with government. Disconnected, out of touch with realities of people. You must sit down and talk with people you are making laws for. None of those governors have sat down with Fulani leaders in wherever they are and tell them what we are planning to do, or what we're going to do, or what alternatives are there. And then they are sitting down there and making laws.
All right.
Be careful.
After listening to this Fulani man, you see the arrogance in him. You see the boldness. You see the pride. He has the God to come and challenge what the governors have come together to decide. That why should the governors of the South come together to take a decision without inviting a Fulani in the meeting? So the governors in the South have to take permission from the Fulani before they will decide on what will happen in the South. The Fulanis are not Southerners. They have nothing to do with the South. The South have the right to take decision on what happens in the South. They can hold their meeting as many times as they want and decide on how they're going to rule the South. And this Fulani man is out here talking proudly, talking with a lot of pride, that why didn't they invite the Fulanis? Why should they make a law without the consent of the Fulanis? Why do we have to make a law in the South with the consent of the Fulanis? The Fulanis have been making their laws in the northern side of Nigeria. They make their laws, they make their Sharia law and whatever, they put it there and they obey it. They do all sorts of things. They hold their meetings even with the federal government without the consent of anybody in the South. And nobody questioned them. And now that the South have woken up to hold their meeting and speak in one voice, a Fulani man is coming out to challenge it. This is what we are talking about. The pride is so much. These people have nothing to offer, and yet they do not want those who have something to offer to come together and offer something. They don't have a solution to the problem of Nigeria. They are really the problem of Nigeria. They want us to stick to them and continue to impoverish every indigenous citizen of that, indigenous tribe of that country, which is so bad. It's a pity. It's a pity. But thank God, I just hope that the southern governors will continue in this very step. This is just the beginning. It's a good step in the right direction. Good step in the right direction. I hope and I believe that more information will come out from this very meeting. More good things will come out from this very meeting. And this meeting should be held again and again and take proper decision. There are still so many things to be decided. So many things to be decided. This is just the start. But we applaud them. We have been waiting for this for a very long time. Waiting for it for a very long time. From every indication, every indices of things that are happening, you can see that that country is not one. It has never been one. People are just pretending and forcing people to be in a place where they don't want to be. People are just pretending. The pretense is so much. But enough is enough. Thank God they have come to their senses to now begin to speak in a voice that people who send them there, people who they are representing want to hear. That is what we want to hear. Go and represent our people, not to go and begin to bow down for one person from Sokoto. That is not what it's supposed to be. We expect all the governors, we expect all the politicians in the south to be speaking with one voice. Defend the southern part of Nigeria. Speak for the interest of the south. Speak for the interest of the south and make requests, make demand for what you want. That is what we have been expecting and crying for. But all the same, thank God they have woken up. But there is no going back. Remember, Biafra is the end of it all. Oduduwa is the end of it all. The Southwest is asking for Oduduwa, and there is no going back. The South is also asking for Biafra. There is no going back. But in unity, we can achieve this. Thank God that the unity have started. Thank God the unity has started. It's a very wonderful move that they have made. I really appreciate it. I was very happy when I got the information, when I saw the news. And I believe for those of us who are looking for freedom, who are asking for equality, who are asking for our own rights, we all will have to be happy for this very move that the governors have made. You know, when they do good, we applaud them. But when they begin to mess up and begin to lick the shoes of the Fulanis, we continue to call them out also. We continue to call them out. But this time around, they've gotten it right. But that is not the end. That is not the end. The war that had just started. They have to follow it up to the last and make sure that the people of the South are represented the way they are supposed to be represented. And their voice are being heard loudly. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have a contrary opinion to what I have just said, go to the comment section and drop it there. But if you agree with me, thank you very much. Go to the comment section also. Say what you feel. Say how you feel or what you think about what I have just brought to your notice. Thank you and remember this. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.